Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on everything Housewives. So a statement came out saying that there will be no season 13 reunion of Real Housewives of New York, and everybody's like, oh my God. Da, 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 da. Personally, I think it's for the best. Season 13 was a bust. I stopped watching halfway through. The episodes that I did watch, I was like, ugh. I didn't care for it. And I know, like, I hate to say this. I really hate to say this. But I don't think Ebony was a good addition. Sorry. Like, I just don't think this was the spot for her. Like, this was not, we don't watch Real Housewives for what she was bringing. Her and Leah. Um, I don't, I don't know. I didn't watch it intently enough to really get to know her, but I just didn't, what I saw, I didn't like. I don't know. To me, at this point in the game, 13 years in the game, when you're adding new housewives, I at least want them to be fans of the show. I don't get that she was a fan of Real Housewives of New York. Now, she might have been a fan of some of the other shows. I just don't get that she was a fan of the New York Housewives. And so she just wasn't fun to watch. She's real pretty, but and maybe I'm biased because I've seen some of her Fox News little snippets where she was talking crazy. I don't know. But I just wasn't here for Ebony K. Williams. I don't feel like she made a good addition to the show. I'm sorry. She gave me very much Kim Phil's Real Housewives of Atlanta season 8. I wasn't here for Ebony K. Williams. I'm sorry. And I know y'all don't like Ramona and y'all want to blame Ramona, and it's easy and you're like, oh, they did this to protect Ramona. Maybe they did. But Ramona then gave them 12 really good seasons, and Ebony gave them one really terrible season. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not supporting Ramona's foolishness, but we don't tune in. We tune into Real Housewives of New York to watch these old biddies drinking, acting stupid, falling down. We watch for the chaos and the mess and the delusions. We do not watch to, like, I'm sorry. I just don't feel like this was the show for her. The way that Garcelle fits in perfectly in Beverly Hills, even though she's not friends with everybody on the show, but she fits in. Like, she understands the assignment. Ebony K. Williams did not. She studied for the wrong test. I really don't care to see her back next season. She can take Leah with her, but it didn't give what it was supposed to give. And I think it's best that they didn't show a reunion, because who wanted to watch this reunion? Who wanted to see it? Do we know that Ramona is a fool? We know that already. Do we know that Ramona puts her foot in her mouth? We know that. Do we know that she hijacks conversations and makes everything about her? This is who she's always been. She's been with that. She's been like that with the white folks. She's always been like that. It's nothing new over here for Ramona. So, I mean, you don't have to like her, but I'm sorry. I just feel like she just wasn't a good fit. I'm sorry. Like I said, in my opinion, I don't even feel like Ebony K. Williams ever watched Real Housewives of New York. I really don't. I think the opportunity presented itself. She took it like you're supposed to do. Hopefully she gets other jobs after this, because this show wasn't for her. And that's all there is to it. So over in Atlanta, they saying that Portia and Cynthia aren't coming back. So a list of the possible housewives for season 14 are Kenya, Candy, Drew, Sheree, Marlo, and maybe some appearances from some newbies. And I don't know. So this is my thing, right? I feel like Cynthia Cheekbones Bailey, you know, I think she's a beautiful woman. She's a timeless beauty. She is that girl. But I feel like her story has come to a natural end. I feel like Cynthia, it's okay to hang it up. It's okay to go. I just feel like she don't fit in no more. It was like, I really didn't watch season 13. I'm going to keep it a stack. I didn't really watch season 13. Like, I saw some clips, and the clips were enough for me. I watched, I think, the last 2 episodes, and I watched the reunions, and it just was like, I'm not trying to talk about her age. I just don't feel like the girls that they have on the show mesh well with Cynthia. And like I said, I feel like Cynthia's story has come to an end. Like, her story has come full circle, right? We watch her child come from a little girl to an adult. Like, we've seen everything there is to see with Cynthia. Now, don't get me wrong. I can think of some ways to make her situation work, but to be real honest, I feel like Cynthia's story has come to an end. It's time for her to go. Just go gracefully, you know? Like, her and LaToya should not be on the same cast. Like, that didn't go. Her, LaToya, like the situation, the dynamic between LaToya and Drew, and then you have Cynthia sitting there. Now, say what you want about Nene. Nene could have brought that together, right? Nene, to me, would have fit in, because Nene knows how to kind of, you know, navigate all waters. But Cynthia, yeah, Cynthia, I think you've done well. You've been on there for many seasons. I've lost count. Well, she's been on there. Cynthia's been on there since season 3. I think it's time to go. Go gracefully, you know? Now, Portia, you used to be my girl, okay? I used to love me some Portia Diane Williams, okay? I did. And you have disappointed me in the last, you know, whatever. And I've not been feeling Portia, but I'm concerned. Portia, if the rumors are true and you are leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta, girl, I'm concerned. You know, the people are saying that you're afraid to come and face the music. I don't believe that. Like, if you could come back after season 9, you're not afraid to come back because of this. If you can come back after the people said that your baby daddy was messing with animals, you can come back. I don't think that Portia is running away from Real Housewives of Atlanta because she can't face the music of getting with Fallon's husband. If the bitch can come back, if Portia can come back after season 9, and she can come back after having a baby and finding out her baby daddy cheated on her and possibly he likes animals, I don't think that's true. But if she can come back after those, she can come back. Like, the girl ain't got no shame. She's been all over social media gallivanting this nonsense that she calls a relationship. I don't think she's afraid to come back, because I just don't. I don't think she's afraid to come back. Like, I'm not buying it. Ooh, my hair's trying to embarrass me. I don't think she's afraid to come back because of that. Like, no. No, but in all seriousness, I'm concerned about Portia because first you left Dish Nation and now you might be leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, that's the bread and butter. That's the machine. You don't leave Real Housewives of Atlanta when they want you to stay. Like, you don't do that. And I really hope that man isn't pressuring you to do certain things and you're messing up your blessings, because Portia, I'm pretty sure even the fans that never liked you can agree that we watch you do some things on this show, okay? You picked up the pieces of your life after Cordell did you how he did you. You started all over. You started from the ground up, and you did really well for yourself. Don't mess all that up for this guy. I don't want to see that happen. Like, I hope Miss Diane and Lauren, I hope y'all praying for your girl, because this don't sit right. Like, why are you blowing up your life? Were you blowing your life apart for this man and his lies and his big belly? Portia, Lauren, girl, I hope, Lauren, you got your good eye on Simon, because, girl, he can't be trusted. Don't let your sister mess up her whole life. Portia, it's not just you no more. See, when you did the foolishness before for Cordell, when you gave up your home and everything, you was by yourself. You now have a little girl to think about. I really hope, Portia, that I hope this is not true. I hope, Portia, good luck. Honestly, with Real Housewives of Atlanta, if this is the real cast, Kenya, Candy, Drew, Sheree, Marlo, and then they say some newbies. Look, can we get back to the show being good? Like, we don't need no more flop seasons. We don't need no more foolishness. Let's get back to a good show. Every person on this cast needs to step it up, okay? Now, we don't know if it's true, if Portia's leaving or not, but let's just say Portia is staying. If Portia is staying, the season cannot piggyback off of her relationship with Simon and calling her out for being, for dating Fallon's husband. The season cannot, y'all can't do that. Y'all can't let that scandal carry the whole season. And if she don't come back, what y'all gonna do? I think everybody needs to bring it. Everyone is responsible for their own storyline. No more piggybacking off of one person's drama. We got to cut that out. Kenya, it's time for you to tell the truth about this relationship with you and Mark. What's really the tea? Is he bipolar? Did you guys just have an arrangement to have a baby? And so you got your baby out of it and you're ready to cut him loose. Like, what's really the tea with you and Mark? You can't speak on nobody else's relationship until you tell us really what's the tea. Because after that way the man spoke to you, I don't know how you could ever even consider taking him back. The way he did you season 12, was it 12? Season 11. It was season 12. The way he treated you season 12, I ain't even a fan of yours like that. But I was not here for it. You need to cut him. You need to tell the truth about what really was going on with y'all and then cut him loose. Send him, let him stay over there in Brooklyn or wherever he is in New York. Let him stay over there, and we don't want to hear nothing about him. After you come clean and tell us what's really the tea, we don't want to hear about him no more. Because that man, he is cutting up and it's not okay. It's not appropriate. He got to go. Candy. Every season for the past, 5, 6 seasons, you're opening another business or you're bringing in Mama Joyce and Todd, or you're suing for child support. We don't want them storylines no more. We don't want, if you got something to say to somebody, then we want you guys to say it. Step it up. Give us content. And if you are at the point where you no longer want to share, then maybe you should leave. Maybe you and Cynthia should go on about your business, because we don't want the same. We don't want it. You give us the same recycled storylines every season, every 2 seasons. It's the same thing. If you don't want to share no more, if you've come to the end of the line, if your story is complete, then you need to go with Cynthia. Drew, all that bad acting, we don't want that. I barely watched last season, and I know I don't like you. I don't like you, your Prophet story, your Tampa story. You need to leave that and never revisit it again. You are on my bad side because you're the main one calling LaToya a Delilah spirit, but you support Portia's relationship with that man. You can go on away from me with this. I really don't have no advice for Drew because I really don't want her to be on the show. But seeing as a lot of people aren't really jumping at the chop to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, we might have to settle for Drew. We might have to just settle for Drew. And all I can say is don't give us no made up stories. We don't want them. Because we looking at you stupid. Like, if they would let you come back, please leave them tired, corny reads, and leave them shenanigans at home. Get you some new stuff. Just be yourself, okay? Because I don't know what to tell you. Like, girl, whatever. Sheree. Oh, God. I really like Sheree. I'm always here for OG returning to the show. And I always liked Sheree. I ain't never really disliked her. I ain't like how her and Kim was coming season, 10 or whatever. But I've always liked Sheree. So Sheree coming back, I'm with it. But I don't want to see you be no fool behind Tyrone now. If that's what you're gonna be giving, it's gonna be a long season 14. I just hate to see my girl, Real Housewives of Atlanta, go out sad. I really do, you know. Marlo, they say Marlo getting a peach this year. And we know they must be desperate because the way they said Marlo would never get a peach. Marlo, I just want you to know the way you used to be in everybody's business, they gonna return a favor to you. Don't think you coming in here and we only want to know about what you're doing currently. No, we're gonna dig into your past. We want to know who that billionaire was that you were there. We want to know all your tea. You want a peach this bad? We want to know your tea. Don't come in on here thinking you're gonna get a free ride. The same way you used to be in everybody's business, we gonna be in your business. And that's just how that's gonna be. You want to be on TV, you want to be on Real Housewives, you want to hold that peach, you got to come up off some tea. But on a serious note, everybody needs to come season 14 with your own storylines. We're not piggybacking off of one person's drama. That needs to be done with. And these alliances, I'm sorry, but I'm ready to see the alliances go. I'm ready to see the alliances go. I think the alliances have a very big part to play in why Atlanta is going out sad. Cut the alliances. If you got something to say it with your chest. Candy, if you got something to say it with your chest. All that puppeteering, puppet mastering that you was doing last season when you went to Marlo to get at Portia, when you could have just told Portia what you wanted to tell her, you could have just exposed her on your own. We don't want none of that. If you want to say something, say it with your chest. Dead these alliances, and please restore back Atlanta's good name. Because y'all really make, like... we need to get back to the 2 million views and up, okay? We don't want no Mama Joyce. We don't want no Todd and Mama Joyce fighting. We don't want to hear about Mark sending nobody no love song playlist. We don't want to hear about Mike Hill's book. We don't want to hear about no Tampa trips. We don't want to hear about none of that, okay? Kill all of that. Please bring back Real Housewives of Atlanta to its #1 spot. Okay, the 2 million plus views. Stop playing with our show. So there's a story going around about Salt Lake City, and people really believe that Meredith called the feds on Jen Shah. So the people are saying that Meredith and Brooks hired a PI to look into Jen Shah's past or present, future, whatever, and to find dirt on her. And they came up with the dirt, and that is how they found out what she was up to when they alerted the feds. And, you know, I don't know nothing about that. I ain't never did nothing like that. I just don't believe that they work that fast. Like, unless it's ICE, like, I think ICE works pretty fast, from what I'm told. I think ICE works pretty fast. But I don't think you could just, unless she had already called the feds or alerted the feds sometime last year or something like that, and then, you know, it just works out just in time for them to be filming. But for her to call the feds while they're filming, and I don't know how that works. So let me not lie. I don't know how that works, but I just don't feel like the feds work that fast. Like, in my opinion, I feel like the feds were already looking into Jen Shah. Like, something had already happened, and it just so happens that it's playing out in front of us. It's still possible that maybe Meredith and her PI had something to do with it. It's possible Meredith and them set this in motion last year. You know, it's possible. But it just went too deep. Like, I'm sorry. Jen liking a tweet of the people saying that your son is gay when I didn't know he was not. Like, I thought that was obvious. Like, no shade. I thought we knew that Brooks was gay. But I don't feel like you call the feds because somebody liked the tweet. Child. I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell nobody how to fight for their kid. But that's a bit much. Because I don't even like Jen Shah, but that's a lot. Girl, if you did that, girl, hey. I don't know. I think she likes the fact that people think she has the pull like that. She just that powerful. Don't mess with Meredith. But I'm just not. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see in the episodes to come if she really has that kind of pull. If she's really that bitch that just called up the feds and was like, yeah, Jen Shah, come arrest her. I don't know. Now, what I do believe is maybe they were already investigating her, and maybe she called and tipped them off, and maybe she was like, yeah, she gonna be so place. Maybe she became, I don't know, but this is too messy for me. This is a lot. Like, girl, Meredith, I hope your hands are clean. I hope your hands and your husband's hands and everybody that you know, I hope their hands are spotless clean. Because this is some bad juju you just put into the world, girl. On the other hand, Jen, if you was frauding the people and defrauding the elderly, it's what you deserve. You ain't had no business doing that to the people. You was really stealing them people's money, which I don't know. I believed it instantly. I didn't think they was lying when they said what they said about you. But if that's what you did, oh well, you shouldn't have did it. I hope you can sell that stuff and give them people back some of their money, because yeah, you was out of line. You was a dirty, low-down dog if that's what you did. You was a low-down, raggedy bitch if you stole those old people's money. And maybe this is just, you know, look, I ain't judging nobody. But if that's what you did, then oh well. You're getting yours. You're getting yours, and I don't feel bad for you if that's what you did. But Meredith, girl, I hope your hands are clean as well. I hope your husband's business dealings are clean. I hope everybody that y'all know hands are clean, because this is far from over. But this is gonna be a good season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and hopefully New York and Atlanta get their stuff together, because ain't nobody got time for the foolishness. Anyways, that's my sound off, and thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.